Bay Buccaneers continue to make moves as they extend Tom Brady for 4 years. This 4 year extension also voids to a 1 year extension. So, um, I guess that means that the first year is guaranteed, but the next year is negotiable. But this move saves the Buccaneers $19 million against the salary cap, which is pretty good too. I'm sure that that also has something to do with that. And this was reported by Adam Schefter. So, Mario, I'll start off with you. I mentioned this in the last video, but the Buccaneers seem to be making the moves to keep this Super Bowl team.
Yeah, absolutely. And because of this void, they're saving $19 million against the cap this year. So it probably would have been so most likely they're only paying him right now for the 1 year. That's probably
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
And then the next three they're gonna obviously negotiate if he like continues playing. But it's a 4 year extension, like so. But I'm assuming this is what I'm assuming. If this is not correct, somebody put in the comments below. This is what I'm assuming. He's
right.
agreed to a 4 year extension. Except the only thing that has been the only what do you call it? The only money that has been guaranteed and negotiated is that 1 year.
Hmm.
That's what I'm assuming. And the other three he's got to
Right.
renegotiate. So Brady's new deal, the Bucks were 7.756 million over the 182.5 million salary cap. And after using the franchise tag on Chris Godwin re-signing Levante David to a 2 year extension, that kind of had a big influence on it. Um, yeah, so I mean, you know what, Nate? Let me start off with this, okay? We knew it was gonna happen. We knew he was good. We knew he was gonna resign. After he said he wanted to continue playing, we knew he was gonna resign, you know? If it was just like he won the Super Bowl, he didn't say anything about his contract, then it would have been a big mystery. But we knew he was gonna resign. It was just a matter of when. And like you said, the Bucks are doing everything good here. They're keeping that team intact as much as possible. And then you got the NFL draft to do whatever you want. I wouldn't be surprised if in this NFL draft they end up getting a quarterback, probably like the third, fourth round. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, because again, we don't specifically. Brady wants to play till he's 50. I understand that, but we don't know if we don't know exactly if he could play till he's 50. You know,
Mm,
because I said it with Brady millions and millions of times, man. I think it's one injury away from retirement.
absolutely.
And like knock on wood, that never happened because Tom Brady has avoided injuries for a very, very long time in his career. The only time I think he's had an injury was 2011 with his torn ACL. Other than that, all the other injuries he had, they weren't anything big, and he was able to play through them. So I gotta tip my cap to him. He has an amazing person. He has an amazing like personal training. He has an amazing diet. Dude stays healthy. Doesn't look a day over 30. Like I gotta give him a lot of credit. Tom Brady, throughout the years, looked like a even better and better has looked like an even better and better person body wise, you know? He just takes
Mm,
care of his body so much and because of it he's able to play 20 plus years. And without a doubt, I think after the seventh ring, I think Tom Brady is gonna I'm be real with you, not athletic wise, but I think he is the greatest sports athlete to ever play this to ever walk. I'm being honest. That's I'm and a lot of people are gonna hate me over this, but I mean it. I think it's above Michael Jordan. I think it's above like Wayne Gretzky. I think it's above all these guys. Why? Because not only was he able to do it for a long period of time and stay at the top, he was also able to accomplish more within that time. And he's still going, man. He wants to play till he's 50 years old, and best of luck to him, which is why there's this 4 year extension. But obviously, like this 1 year void, obviously it's saving them a lot of money, which is very good. They can end up going and get something else, you know. They can get another like piece, maybe like a veteran who's maybe like wants to just play for them to get a ring. Like Adrian Peterson's talked about it. He said that's the place that he wants to go to. He's got two offers, but I don't think neither of those two offers are from the Buccaneers. And sorry, I think I said Patriots saved. I think I said Patriots saved. Did I say that?
yeah, I think so.
All right, Buccaneers, my bad. You guys get the point. But yeah, I'm happy that they're keeping this team intact. I really am because I feel like that's what it's going to take to go back to back. You know, and we talked about it with the Chiefs. Obviously, they're not keeping everything. They're making a little bit of adjustments. I don't like that idea. I like that the Bucks are keeping what they have. Obviously, they're going to be now. You got a target on your back. There are going to be teams that are going to figure out how to beat you. You know, so you got to kind of adjust and adapt to that. With this rookie class, you can do a lot of big things too. Obviously, this rookie class was big for them. They took Antoine Winfield Jr., who was a big immediate starter. Um, I'm also trying to think. They took I don't know if they took an offensive lineman or not, but they did. But I'll say this though. If they can hit this rookie draft real well, and they can
Hmm.
do, and they got to get a couple of quality starters to start from day one. I think you're in for a big surprise regarding the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think, well, not a big surprise, but I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers could definitely, go back to back. With that being said, I wish Tom Brady the best of luck because we are in his topic. Um, I think, him staying with the Buccaneers was the best thing for him now, concerning the fact that obviously he's no longer with the Patriots. And I thought he should have stayed with the Patriots, but when he went to the Bucs, he said, Mario, shut your mouth and watch me win a seventh ring. And, we had to shut our mouths and watch him win a seventh ring. So with that being said, I wish him the best of luck, and I wish the Tampa Bay Bucs the best of luck.
Right, I'll pick up from there. Congratulations to Tom Brady and the Bucks, and not too much luck because you already know I would be their division rival. So I don't wish him too much luck, but I still wish him luck anyway. Yeah, man, this is what I was talking about in the last video. Chiefs need to start taking notes because couple seasons ago, you were that bad girl that walked in to you were that bad girl that walked into the club and ain't nobody gonna touch you because you were just that bad woman. You feel me? But now you ain't that bad woman no more. They just kicked you out the damn club. I know it's a really weird analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like they were on top, and now teams figured them out. So I really do think, with the Buccaneers keeping all these assets, Levante David, Tom Brady, Chris Godwin, I really do think not the Buccaneers, the Chiefs really need to start taking notes because
Right.
if the Bucks continue to keep their assets, the Chiefs are not gonna be that bad girl walking into the club no more. It's as
Right.
simple as that.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Nate. It's gonna be tough to keep every single asset because
Oh yeah, of course, but
right, because Rob Gronkowski, and Dominic Sue, Antonio Brown, Ryan Sukup, and Leonard Fournette all have contracts that need to be all have contracts that are up. So it's gonna be hard to keep a lot of those guys.
right, absolutely. So like, I mean, I'm not saying keep everybody, but keep those like that you believe that had a bigger impact. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you're absolutely correct. It is hard to keep everybody. Some people
Right.
do end up leaving, others end up retiring, and whatever the case might be. So it's kind of
Right.
hard to keep everybody. But
Right. And yeah, man, it's gonna be absolutely tough. And this is gonna be, and I think the biggest decision right now is out of these three guys who you're gonna keep between Gronkowski, Antonio Brown, and Shaq Barrett. I think Shaq Barrett's gonna be gone. I think Shaq Barrett's going to a different team. Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Brown, that's the question right there.
yeah,
Do you have enough money to keep both of them? And I think we're gonna have to see a couple more releases maybe from the
right.
Buccaneers in order for them to build up room to sign those two guys. Which, if that's the case, I got no problem with it. But then obviously you got Dominic Sue, you got Ryan Sukup, and you got Leonard Fournette. Obviously, Leonard Fournette had a very good postseason.
Hmm.
It's going to be tough, Nate. It's going
Yeah,
to be.
because you also got to remember the Buccaneers aren't, they're not like other teams like the Los Angeles teams and the New York teams. The Cowboys are a pretty big market as well. But the Buccaneers
Right,
don't have a big market.
right,
Obviously the New York teams, the basketball, baseball, and football teams have very, very big markets, over $1 billion. Same thing with the Los Angeles teams. Some of the Texas teams have pretty big markets. I know the Cowboys do, and think I think the Stars do too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know the Cowboys do for sure. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But you got to remember all the Florida sports teams, even the Buccaneers, they're not, and the Buccaneers are not safe from this. They don't play in a big market. I mean, and that's very obviously shown. All the teams that play in Florida, the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Rays are the perfect example of that. Jacksonville Jaguars, the Miami Dolphins, the Miami Heat, the Florida Panthers, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Orlando Magic. I know I'm missing a few. Um, but you get my point though. Miami Marlins, like all these Florida professional sports teams do not play in a big market, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher on the Bucks. Unlike the Chiefs, where they have a relatively bigger market than the Buccaneers. So like you said, I don't got a problem with it either for that reason because the Buccaneers don't play in a large sports market, unlike teams like the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams and the Chargers too. The New York Jets and Giants play in a very big market as well, and the Patriots do too. So I mean, they're not like those teams. They can go
right.
out and get whoever they want, but the Bucks, because of their small sports market, they have to kind of work around that. So I do understand why you say that. I figured that'd be interesting to bring that up, but this isn't about all the other teams. This is about Tom Brady. So with that being said, even though he plays for the Buccaneers, my damn division rival, I'm thankful that I'm even able to watch someone like this guy because this is something you just don't see from every single player. So just enjoy it while it lasts. So with that said, good luck to Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Not too much luck, not too much. But I'm very interested to see how he plays out this year.